Welcome to Technology in the Library, part of the State Library of Iowa Core Endorsement Program. This is Marie Harms, Program Director at the State Library of Iowa. Library technology can be divided into two types. The first is the technology systems, software, equipment, and processes that are forward-facing or used for customer service or used by your library patrons. The second is the technology systems, software, equipment, and processes that are used to make the library operate smoothly and efficiently. This is called the backroom technology. What tech skills do you need to work in a library? At the most basic level, you need to know how to use a computer. Almost all library operations are done with a computer. Many of the systems used in the library are web-based. This means you access them through a web browser, such as Firefox, Chrome, or Edge. You have to know the address and the login credentials to access the systems. Most likely, your library automation system is web-based. You will also need basic Office software skills. You should know how to open and create documents using a word processing software such as Google Docs or Microsoft Word. And you should know how to open and create simple spreadsheets using Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. Library staff also use email for communication with patrons, the board, the state library, and vendors. You should know what email address the library uses, or acquire and set up your own library email account. Library staff should each have their own library email account. Do not use your personal email for library business. Learning how to record and manage passwords is very important in library work. If you are new to the job, most likely someone gave you a binder or a list of usernames and passwords for the various library systems, software, processes, and equipment. If you were not given such a list, you must make such a list yourself. Since almost all library transactions will require you to use some sort of technology system or software, equipment, and process, you need to keep the login credentials handy. Recommended password managers are the aforementioned binder, which is kept in a secure location, or electronic password managers such as Keeper, LastPass, or Dashline. Public access computers are very important for libraries. The library is one of the few public places that provides computers, internet access, and printing for everyone. You should be familiar with each public access computer in your library. You should know how to start up and shut down the computers. You should know if they are locked down with wiping software such as Deep Freeze, or use a content management software to restrict what websites users can go to. You should know if the PAC uses antivirus control. You should also know how the PACs are managed. How do users sign up to use a computer? Are there time restrictions for users? Can users extend their time? Sometimes PAC management is done with software and sometimes with a low-tech solution, such as paper forms. Patrons may sometimes need help on the computers. They may need help searching, navigating websites, filling out online forms, setting up accounts, and generally using the computer. How good are your skills? How comfortable are you at teaching someone else what you already know? Public access also includes public access to the Internet. All public libraries in Iowa are connected to the Internet and provide access for patrons. Most of the public libraries also have wireless access available so that people can bring their own devices and connect to the Internet. You should know who provides the Internet to the library and the bandwidth speed that is provided to the library by the company. True broadband is a download speed of at least 25 megabits per second. You should know how the Internet comes into the library and the pieces of network equipment that are in use. This could include a modem, router, and firewall. You don't have to learn how to troubleshoot Internet connectivity issues if you know who to call. Who supports your Internet connectivity at your library? You may have to call the ISP directly or call your library tech support system. Either way, keep that contact information handy. Another front of the library technology is printing and copying. Many libraries have large multifunction printers, or MFPs, that can copy, fax, scan, and print. All library staff should be familiar with these machines and be able to perform all the functions on it. Fortunately, these machines are usually leased and supported by an office company who can offer support and repairs. Even though these machines are pretty solid, they will malfunction or break. Be sure you know how to contact the company for support and repairs. Some libraries have wireless printing set up. This is usually installed on a print server, which can be on another computer or the library file server. You should know the basics of how this works and be able to troubleshoot wireless printing problems. And finally, to finish up our front-facing technology, we have some miscellaneous pieces of equipment. This can include things such as door counters, fax machines, and audio-visual or meeting room technology such as digital projectors, microphones, or a sound system, and projection screens. There may be other mission-specific tech like 3D printers, popcorn machines, or scanners. Take a look around your library. Can you identify all the technology? Do you know how to use it? Do you know how to support it and troubleshoot problems? Do you know how to get support? Now let's move to the back room. Your library's automation system is probably the most important system that keeps the library running smoothly. Sometimes this is called an ILS for Integrated Library System. This means that it performs several separate library functions, but that they all work together. For example, when you catalog a book and add it to the system's database, it shows up in the public catalog for the patron and in the circulation for the desk staff to check out. Library automation systems also include acquisitions, reporting, patrons, and discovery. You should know how to use the functions of the library automation system specific to your job. You should also know where to find instructions and training and what technical support options are available to you. In Iowa, with a few exceptions, each library owns and operates their own library automation system. The state library does not own or run a library automation system for libraries. Some popular automation systems in Iowa libraries are Apollo by Biblionics, Atrium by Book Systems, Destiny by Follett, and larger ones like Sierra by Circe Dynex, Polaris by Innovative Interfaces, and Library.Solutions by TLC. Interlibrary loan is a popular service offered by Iowa libraries to their patrons. In Iowa, interlibrary loan among libraries is encouraged and supported by several programs of the state library. First, there is the Silo Interlibrary Loan System used by over 700 libraries to share items with each other. The interlibrary loan system is built upon a shared union catalog called the Locator, where libraries add their holdings so other libraries can find and request the items. The Silo Interlibrary Loan System enables the borrowing and lending transactions. You should know how to use this system, how to log in, track transactions, request items for patrons, and lend items to other libraries. Another element of interlibrary loan is the Iowa Shares delivery system that picks up and drops off library items. You should know how to package and label library items to be sent off or received. The third element of interlibrary loan is the Interlibrary Loan Reimbursement Program that pays a library for each loan of library items to other libraries. This funding is part of a larger state-funded program called Enrich Iowa. A web presence and social media are the last pieces of technology we will cover. All accredited public libraries in Iowa are required to have a website. This is an important tool for communication about your library to the public. Longtime patrons and new people in town will use your library website to find out how to use your library and look for services and events. You should know how to use your library's website and know what information is on it. You may be asked to help edit the website, and if so, you will need to know how to log in and how to make changes to it. Some libraries have Facebook pages and Twitter accounts. Some libraries post to Instagram and Pinterest. Some libraries use Goodreads. These are not required for accreditation, but can be useful in reaching patrons where they are and can be used to promote library services and materials. You should know what social media your library participates in. This concludes a brief overview of technology in the library. Are you able to list the front of the library, forward-facing, customer service, and library operation technology systems and software or processes used in your library? Are you able to list the backroom library operation technology systems, software, or processes used in your library? Can you explain the purpose of at least 3 technology systems, software, or processes used in the library? Can you identify where to go for help in using or troubleshooting the technology systems, software, or processes used in the library? This concludes the course on technology in the library for the endorsement program from the State Library of Iowa.